So we're getting ready to leave, and we're going to depart next week and open up these engines and make sure that the seacocks are closed, and we've got water down in here.
Oh my god, we almost submerged the side of the boat.
We almost sunk our engine.
We were an average family, struggling with debt and yearning for freedom and adventure. Now we live full-time in our RV, and we share our adventures with the world. We've got a big dream of purchasing a liveaboard sailboat and expanding our adventures to the water. Welcome to our channel, Salty Escape.
Let's change our story, let's change our life. We'll do it our way, our own design.
We're going to call this the Circle. We've got this big circle hatch right in our cockpit, and
It's disgusting.
there's not been a whole lot of love here for a while. All right, well, I kind of think maybe we need to try to get all this out and see if we can rinse this. I made really good progress here. If you have a look, I did it wrong. I just realized that everything here from the cockpit drains into this, what we're going to call the Circle. There is 2 of these. That's a trash bag. 2 of these. I don't know how much chain is here, but it looks brand new. Anchor rod and anchor chain, brand new. Happy to have it. We'll stow it in there and keep it for the ready. Not really sure what it is, how long it is. We'll figure it out. This is the genset starting battery. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's saying 3 volts, and this is the wires coming from the inside for the battery charger. Both of these leads are coming down to the positive terminal. So I'm gonna have to undo that and see if we can salvage this battery. So we're getting ready to leave, and we're gonna depart next week and open up these engines and make sure that the seacocks are closed, and we've got water down in here, and there's a bilge pump right here that was off, and so I flipped it on auto and the water's going down, but I don't know if you guys can see, there's water dripping right there. Is my hand in here? Here, right here, there's water dripping. I don't know where it's coming from. That's a weird place to have water dripping. I guess we got to get this stuff out of here, because maybe it's just running off.
I mean, the water level is coming down nicely. We got it.
Okay, so there's that.
Oh my, we almost submerged the side of the boat.
We almost sunk our engine.
Do you think it got into anything?
I don't think it was high enough to get into anything important, but it was at least a foot of water. Okay, so there's water here, and it's running, and that might be why it's dripping there.
Okay.
But where is it coming from up here is the thing.
I wonder if there's water in the bilges on this side.
Oh look, we didn't get in there.
Okay. Let's go see if there's water in the bilges on this side. Because why wouldn't there be with all this going on? For some reason we have carpet in this boat. No idea why. Nope, completely dry. Okay. Well, that's really weird. The one in the hallway is dry.
Okay, so we still need to look in the aft. It drained it out.
Okay.
There's still some water in here. Okay, so we need to know how to start these engines.
Okay.
We gotta get this dried
So
up.
the through holes are open, right? Start this engine up. We don't know how to do anything. And there's water in this compartment. Let me see what I can find.
Okay, so we got the engine running. I think it's fresh water. My only clue is there's like a shelf in the engine compartment, and water seems to be sitting on that shelf and dripping down pretty heavy. And yesterday we were doing a lot of hosing of the deck, and then it rained overnight. I wasn't smart enough to know to taste the water before we drained it out. That'd probably be pretty nasty anyway. But the water that is there is fresh water, because it's right at about the water line is where that shelf is. Maybe it's slightly above the water line, but I can't see any good area where it's draining in, so I don't know where the leak is. But the bilge pump was turned off, so it's an automatic bilge pump. It was flipped off, On the starboard engine, it was on and it was dry. And when we came to do our first tour and the sea trial, it was all dry. So we got the engine running. We're gonna let it warm up and dry up, hopefully dry out that compartment. You know, thank goodness I looked, otherwise it would have sat like that, possibly gotten worse, or, you know.
It says our diesel fuel is on empty on this gauge.
We have no diesel.
Well, that might be a problem, because then what happens if you run out?
That's a problem.
Wait, how do we find out?
Becky's saying the diesel gauge says empty. I don't know. Did they siphon out the gas, the diesel, before they sold it to us?
I don't know.
There's also no jerry cans. There were several jerry cans on the boat when we were buying it, and now there's none. So, all right, we gotta figure this out.
It's below it, just in here.
We found a tool. So they've marked this that it's full there, and so you dip
It
it.
looks like it's over full.
It looks like it's full. It's right to here. So apparently our fuel gauge doesn't work.
But we had this super scientific measurement of...
Well, it's a fail-safe, I guess. Put it there to drip out and... Okay. Okay, well, at least we know we have diesel fuel. That crisis is averted. I'm surprised our surveyor didn't find that. Okay. It's warmer in here. That's good.
How do you get down in there?
Well, you get your feet around.
Still wet, or is it better? Gosh, that was scary.
All right. I mean, we're still actively leaking from right here. You see that?
Yeah. I don't know where it's coming from.
All of that.
It's gotta be deck hardware, don't you think?
Here. Can I have the camera?
Yeah.
Is that on?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's leaking in this middle hatch that we can't open?
It looks like somebody has tried to make a repair here because you can see a paint line. And then all of this has been painted, and then this has been added on to sledge. It's running in from right there. It's a little trickle of water. Oh babe, there's standing water back here. In this hole right here, where the cables are running back and forth for the steering, there's standing water, and it seems to be trickling down and coming into this engine compartment. Okay, so that is that hatch right there. We got to get that hatch open.
The reason we couldn't open this hatch is because at least 2 previous owners ago installed this board, as you can tell by the fungus. When we finally did get the hatch open, we found the drain hole had been plugged from years of accumulation of dirt, leaves, and other debris. Once we freed that hole, all the water drained out and the leaking into the engine compartment stopped.
Okay, crisis averted. We're gonna pack up, we're gonna head home.
We're not leaving the boat very shipshape right now. So, and it goes in the front. It's dry stuff.
Yeah. Okay. A little bit of a mess, but we'll have time to get things put together. Our delivery captain knows that we just bought the boat, and, you know, it is what it is at this moment, but we got lots of time. So, let's pack up and let's head out.